Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews. Now I've got to tell you, I'm really excited to bring you this watch today, and you're going to find out why. Today we have the Neymar 300 meter automatic diver, and it really doesn't have a model number, so I'm going to call it the Tudor Black Bay Homage. Now as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new watch from Neymar. And make sure you check out my Amazon and Teespring stores. I'll make sure to put a link to both of those in the description field for you. So I guess you're wondering why there are two watch boxes on the table. Well, because this is a giveaway. Yay! I'm actually giving away both of these watches. Now there are some conditions and I'll explain those later in the review, but I'm giving away both of these. And guys, I haven't been this excited about a Microbrand in quite some time. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So which one should I pick? Let's go ahead and pick this one. All right. Now they're two different colors, the exact same watch, but two different colors. So let's take a look at this thing. Now, as usual, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen. And of course, the specs are the same for both watches because they're the same watch. There you go. Look at this thing. When I opened the box and saw this thing, I was blown away by the quality of this watch. I'm gonna go ahead and be totally biased on this review, just to let you know. I love this watch. Unbelievable value for what you're getting. It's just for what you're paying. Unbelievable. So anyway, let's talk about a couple other things. One, you get this little bracelet tool right here, so you can add links or subtract links. You're probably gonna have to subtract a link than add a link because these come with a pretty big bracelet. So there you go. So there's that. And you also get, there it is. You get your little owner's manual here, yada, yada, yada. Tells you what to do with the watch. And if you notice, this is the same manual they used for that 1,000 meter diver that they made, a couple years ago. So anyway, but just, simple stuff. Everybody knows what this stuff is. Nothing exciting. Actually, really boring. So let's go ahead and talk about this thing and put everything back up. All right. Guys, I'm telling you, this watch just blows me away. So let's go ahead and talk about the specs, and then we'll talk about the other one here in a second. All right, you are looking at a 41 millimeter stainless steel case. It is 15 millimeters thick. It's 50 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It does have a sapphire crystal. It has a Seiko NH35A movement inside with a 41-hour power reserve. It is windable. It is hackable. It's 300 meters water resistant, which of course is 990 feet. It has Super Luminova BGW9 Lume. It has a screw down crown over here at 3 o'clock. It has the date function also over here at 3 o'clock. It does not have a day function, but it does have a 120 click unidirectional bezel that might be one of the best bezels I have ever tested on my channel. So now the reason why I'm so excited about this watch is this thing almost, I'm gonna say almost feels like a Swiss watch. That is how good this watch is. And when you find out what you're gonna pay for this thing, well, actually, two of you are gonna get these for free. But if you find out what you're gonna normally pay for this watch, your jaw is gonna drop. For this type of quality, unbelievable. First of all, let me talk about the bezel. This bezel has the most satisfying click action of any bezel I have ever reviewed, and it literally has no play at all. No play whatsoever, and it lines up perfectly with the 12 o'clock index. I'm trying to get that shine out of your eyes there. Look at that, lines up perfectly. I guess let's go ahead and talk about the dial. The indexes are all applied. They have a really nice chrome bezel around them. They just look like Swiss indexes. The attention to detail, there's no splattering of the lume on the index. There's no misalignment of the indexes. And some of y'all call these indices, by the way. I like to call them indexes, tomato, tomato. But they are incredibly well placed on the dial. You have a nice jet black dial. It's not a matte black. It's a really, really deep black dial. Simple Neymar logo screen printed up there in there, 12 o'clock. You do have, I think it's 300 meters resist down there at the bottom. What does it say? Let's see what that says. I can't see that real quick. Yeah, anyway, it says 300 meters at the bottom. Water resist, water resist 300 meters. And the funny part is, this is an automatic watch, but it does not say automatic. And I contacted Neymar about this, And they were like, well, you know, we don't want to clutter up the dial too much, but I think, you know, putting automatic on an automatic watch wouldn't be cluttering up this dial because it's not, you know, it's not too much text on the dial to begin with. And let me show you what this watch is modeled after. It's actually modeled after the Tudor Black Bay Bronze. And there it is on the left-hand side of the screen. And the difference is that this, instead of having the snowflake hands, this has the Mercedes hour hand. All Black Bays have the snowflake hour hand, whereas this has the Mercedes hour hand. And no Tudor that I'm aware of even has a Mercedes hour hand. That's reserved for the Rolexes. So I guess they wanted to, you know, they were kind of being careful not to put a snowflake hour hand on this watch, even though it's obviously modeled after the Tudor Black Bay Bronze. You can see with the 9 and 6. Now, I'm sorry, one other difference is that on the real watch and the real Tudor Black Bay, there's a 3 over here, and it does not have a date function. So this one does have the does have the date function, and it doesn't have the 3 index over here at 3 o'clock. So anyway, man, this watch is just, it's so well built, it's ridiculous. I mean, even has the reeded edge, the kind of the coin edge bezel right there. I mean, I love it. Sapphire crystal, nice movement, really, really good lume. It's unbelievable how well they have made this watch for what you're going to pay. What else I'm going to tell you about this thing? Blah, 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 blah. Let's just go ahead and look at the rest of the case. So you see your helium escape valve over here at 9 o'clock. Looks like the rest of the case is pretty much brushed. Yeah, it looks like it's almost all brushed finishes. Trying to see, there's really not much polishing at all. Just about the whole watch is brushed. So you have obviously solid links, solid end links. You have a real nice crown there, real substantial. I like this too. Let me show you this. Really nice crown pop. Nice crown pop. Pull out first position. That's going to be your date. Second position is going to be your time setting. Then you pop it back in. And with these, I found that you have to push on them just a little bit, like push down or push up a little bit so they pop into place correctly. There you go. And then you screw it back in. So you have to push down or up on the crown just a tiny bit, either up or down, to get it to click into place. But when it does, it's very satisfying, I'm telling you. And it's really nice screw-in action, screwing or unscrewing the crown. Really, really nice and smooth. I like that. What else? Let's talk about the bracelet a little bit more. There you go. You've got the Neymar signed buckle right there. Let me open this up. You don't have a machine scissor clasp, which I was hoping for. You just have the stamped metal. Not a big deal, but for the price you're paying for this watch, who cares? I mean, honestly. Kind of the Rolex style case back, except for this one actually has writing on it. You know, it says Sapphire and Neymar and some other laser etched things around the circumference of the case back. I mean, it's just a fantastic looking and well built watch for the money. And I guess you're wondering, when is he going to tell me how much these things cost? Well, I will in just a second. So there is the black and gold, and they have another gold version, which is a rose gold. This is the black and yellow gold version. Okay, there's this one. And let me show you the other version, which actually has a green bezel, but it's really, really dark, so it's hard to tell that it's green in non-direct sunlight. So if it's in direct sunlight or direct light, like this review is going to be, you can see the green very easily. But if it's not in direct sunlight, it almost looks black. There you go. I like it. I'm not, normally a fan of any, sort of green watch, but I really like it. I'm not really a fan of green bezels on watches, but I like this one a lot. And again, it's really subdued, and you can only see the green in direct sunlight. So there's the green version. We hold them up next to each other. There you go. So you got black and yellow gold, and then all stainless with a green bezel. Kind of like a British racing green, or kind of maybe avocado green. I don't know what color you would call that. One of those two. So anyway, so let's go back to the gold version, and let's talk a little bit more about this thing. I'm also going to try it on for you. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you about the watch itself. That's really about it. It's just so well built. And let me wipe it off here for a second. It's just so well built. It's honestly, guys, astonishing how, first of all, it's heavy. It feels substantial. It looks great. It's an obvious homage to a Tudor, which, I don't care. Again, it has the Mercedes hour hand instead of the snowflake hour hand, and it does have a date feature over there at 3 o'clock, whereas the real Tudor Black Bay Bronze does not. You would see the number 3 index over there. Again, the bezel, golly, that's the nicest bezel I've reviewed on just about any watch. Man, that thing feels great. So, all right, let's go ahead and try it on. It's going to be a little big, but that's okay. That's why they give you that bracelet tool, so you can take some links out. Look at that thing, man. Wow. Love the helium escape valve over there at 9 o'clock, even though obviously I'll never use that. Man, this watch is nice. It's just incredible. All right, let's go ahead and do a Lume shot, and then we'll wrap this up, and I'll tell you what you're going to pay for this watch, and I really do think your jaw is going to drop. And guys, I cannot recommend this highly enough. When I got these, I literally was floored. I was like, holy crap. The Chinese are really, really, really stepping up their game so far as, value for money, build quality. Anyway, so let's go ahead and let me get my trusty new black light. Let's go ahead and kill the monitor too. And I tried to get it dark in here for you. All right, here we go. You got the little luminous pip up there at 12 too. Again, this is Super Luminova BGW9. Look at that. Nice cobalt blue lume. It's not the longest lasting application of lume I've seen on some of these micro brands, but it's decent. And the hour and minute hands are going great. The indexes do seem to fade a little bit, but the hour and minute hand are nice and bright, and they stay nice and bright. So there you go. There's your lume. I like it. Looks really good. All right, let's turn everything back on. Let's go and wrap this up. And here we go. Drum roll, please. This watch on Amazon for either color, for any color, and they have 10 different colors, is $159. $159 for a Seiko movement, for a sapphire crystal, for a bezel that's tighter than who knows what. I was going to say something crude there. A bezel that's super tight, an extremely well-built watch for $159. Guys, you will not be disappointed with this watch. So here's the deal. I'm going to give away both of them. If I get 159 likes on this review, I will randomly pick somebody to go ahead and win either one of these watches. I'm sorry, you can win both of these watches. You just tell me which color you want, whether you want the kind of olive drab green or you want the yellow and black gold. I'm sorry, yellow, gold, and black. You tell me which one you want, and I will ship it out to you. Again, if I get 159 likes on this video, you get your choice of either watch, and I am giving away both of these. So I'm really excited. Again, I've never been this excited about a micro brand in quite a bit of time. I was excited about Phoebos when they first came out, and I still am. They're great watches, but man, these Neymar folks are knocking it out of the park with these Tudor homages right here. And they also had that deep diver that I reviewed, I don't know, a year or so ago. That was a fantastic watch too. A little bit bigger than this one, but man, they're really doing a great job. So guys, that's really about it. And guys, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and put a link so you can buy this over at Amazon. Again, it's $159. You get a choice of, I don't know, 10 different colors, 8 different colors, something like that. So make sure you go ahead and pick one of these up. I promise you, you're going to be really, really pleased with this watch. And again, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping page for this and many of my other favorite watches. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field, and also make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you click that notification bell. I did a little rant on my last video. I don't know why you have to click an extra button to get notified of reviews of a channel that you're subscribing to. I don't get it. But anyway, make sure you click that notification bell as well. And guys, again, that's been about it for this one. Again, this has been the Neymar 300 meter automatic diver, and this is the Tudor Black Bay Homage. Fantastic watches. You will not be disappointed. And good luck. Again, I need 159 likes, and I'm giving away both of these. And obviously the first person that I see that's, that I pick out will get their pick of either one of either color. So there you go. Until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.